Okay, one sec. I'm gonna have to go and snap real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. I look ugly. Are you... Did you buy those LED strips for TikTok? Cause you...
No, I didn't buy them for TikTok.
How long did you have them? Cause they're like new, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I have like, I don't know, like a month.
Month of quarantine. Stupid quarantine. Stupid quarantine.
Quarantine's so annoying.
Yeah.
First time on offense, run out of bounds.
First time on offense, run out of bounds. Can I run out of bounds on near like the goal line? Like if I'm about to score a touchdown, can I run out on goal? Jamal Adams. Wait, renegade.
Yes.
Really, Bray?
Yeah. Boom. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, renegade.
Hello, I crashed out.
Ah.
28 Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it?
Hey,
when they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right.
What was? If I score interceptions, do I have to run out?
And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
What?
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise. Works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Go Eagles.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he's going to get there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 18-yard line. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles already trailing by touchdown early.
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense.
Can barely do this. See you tomorrow. I am gonna go to sleep.
See ya.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And boy, not a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go
It's
for it on
7:14
their
a.m. in the morning for me.
And he connects with Ertz. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Bye, Ethan.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Wentz now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Ferguson charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Run it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Switch up.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup
I
there,
have to
so it
concentrate
leaves them leading
on.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
17 yards and a first down for Philly. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now Wentz on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Cameron Johnston now. That's him. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 81 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Push him back. Push him to
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Ingram. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 24, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So, in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
We got this at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Go.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this This is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. Could have been up one with a point after, but they go for two. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up one or two, a field goal can still get you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Yeah, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Here we go, D. It's just me.
From the gun, Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football